is riding on this football game. So there's a special intensity, a special urgency. Here come the Volunteers. Wherever you listen throughout the world, it's football time in Tennessee. Coming to the far sideline, down to the 45 to the 40, 35-30. Is there a flag on the play? I don't see one. 15, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Touchdown! Tennessee scored!
Yeah, the sun's burning fog off the Tennessee. The Vawl Navy's making waves, and it's orange they believe. Vawl Nation's tailgating, and they're raring to go. Yeah, when Nealon gets to rocking, it's a hell of a show. And man, you won't believe.
What's up, Vawls Deep Podcast listeners? Welcome to episode 16. Live tonight on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok as we continue to enjoy another third Saturday of October victory. Cigars were lit. The field was rushed. Tennessee is now 17-1 inside of the walls of Neyland Stadium since the beginning of 2022. Josh, Spur, and myself are here tonight. Spanky's out. He's got strep throat.
We didn't want him here.
No.
That's what he says anyway. How are y'all doing tonight?
Great, man. It was a great weekend. I'm telling you, man. That cigars never tasted so good.
It's a great day to be alive. It's a better day to be a Vawl. I'm still on cloud nine from Saturday night.
Yep.
For the ones that don't know, Josh is on the far left, and Spur tonight will be on the right. We have an awesome show coming your way. As always, let's give a big shout out to our sponsors before we get Vawls Deep tonight. VFL Stephen Hensley Insurance and Realty, 865 Exterior Solutions, Hound Dogs Knoxville, Tennessee Trends, Freedom Motors, and the Vawl Navy. If you enjoy watching or listening to us, we would greatly appreciate you supporting them for supporting us. Without them, this show wouldn't be possible, and we get to keep this show free to our listeners because of them.
Yep, we thank our sponsors more than we could ever say. So if you'd like to sponsor the Vawls Deep Podcast, hit one of us up. We'll hook you up.
Yes, we will.
On the slate tonight, aside from our usual segments, of course, we'll discuss the win over the Alabama Crimson Tide on Saturday. A lot to get into there. A lot of fake crowd noise to
No fake crowd noise.
get into there. Tennessee has a bye week this week before Kentucky comes into town, so we get to let our nerves rest a little bit and enjoy this win over Bama for an extra week.
I think we needed it more than the team did, actually, man. My body was hurting.
The bye comes at the right time, though.
Yeah.
You're right. We just beat Florida and Alabama, our two biggest rivals, in 7 days, both at home. So my kidneys need a break as well.
Yeah.
One of our listeners' favorite things about this show is getting to see the loser of each week's football pick'em suffer after coming in last place.
Just stick
Spur.
around for that one.
Big Spur
was me.
had to drink, or I should say try to drink, Diet Coke and Mentos.
Looked like he tried it on, not trying to drink it.
We will show you that video toward the end of the show.
Yeah, we'll show it for sure.
And we'll also have another loser tonight for our football pick'em. So who must dip into the cup of punishments tonight? We will reveal that loser later in the show. We'll also reveal the listener winner for our Vawls Deep Facebook page pick'ems. That person will win a $25 gift card to Hound Dogs and some other cool items as well. So super excited to give another one of our listeners a prize. On top of that, we're gonna tell who won the $150 from the Vawl Navy. The Vawl Navy announced that they would give $150 to the listener who could guess the closest to the Tennessee-Alabama score. It was very close. We'll reveal who won that later. So we've got $175 given away. And then we're also going to add, we're giving away 2 tickets to the Lady Vols home opener versus Carson Newman at Thompson Bowling Arena for next Thursday. So all kinds of giveaways happening right here on the Vawls Deep podcast.
That's right. More prizes will be coming as we go along. We'll have more Lady Vols tickets and some men's Vols tickets before long. So stick around and listen.
Yeah.
Let's give a big shout out to our friend and Vawl for Life, Stephen Hensley. Stephen is both realtor and insurance broker. He can help answer any questions you have about real estate. What's the market doing? Is it a good time to buy or sell? What's your home worth? Do you need to make improvements or repairs to get the most money? As an insurance brokerage, he can shop your home, auto, boat, RV, ATV, motorcycle, renters, landlord, Airbnb, whatever you can think of. He'll find you the best deal possible. Call Stephen at 865-742-1672. That's his direct number. Let's check our comment box and see what's going on. We got a bunch of hellos.
What's going on?
Carmen says that she thought, or Cameron, my bad, says that I thought I cut my hair off. No, we just got it back tonight.
My hair ain't going nowhere.
It ain't going nowhere.
That's not one of the punishments.
No, until I go gray, I'm keeping it. Robin says go Gators.
Well, they did whoop up on Kentucky a little bit.
And Jimmy says
They're happy now.
Jimmy Welch says if Bama fans would cheer as loud as they cry, trying to convince folks we pop in music, Brian Denny will be the second loudest stadium behind Neyland. So, yeah.
JC says I trolled Bama earlier, and I asked about the crowd noise. Yeah, I can't believe that it's took off the way it has, but it's very comical that it's a compliment, though, if you think about it, that we're so loud that they think that we're popping in fake noise. So in my opinion, it's a compliment.
It's irritating.
It's definitely a compliment. But.
Up to 400 likes so far on TikTok. We've got a bunch of comments coming in. We got a Go Rocky Top from Landon. Duck says, Happy Wednesday. My birthday's tomorrow. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
We got some fans of Spur.
All right. Appreciate it. On the tiki-talkie?
Yep.
All right.
And we've got a question coming in from that one Vol guy asking about dark mode, and that again is unofficially official that we're going to go dark mode versus Kentucky.
You can bet on that announcement coming this weekend probably.
All right. If we don't see your comment, feel free to send it as many times as necessary. We love to hear from our listeners. Let's hit some news and notes. There's a lot. Tennessee comes in at number 8 in the latest coaches poll. Number 1, Oregon. 2, Georgia. 3, Penn State. 4, Ohio State. 5, Miami. 6, Texas. 7, LSU. 8, Tennessee. 9, Clemson. 10, Iowa State. That's the top 10 in the coaches poll.
Moving on up again. Yeah, I still love where we sit right now, but some of these teams are going to take care of each other coming the next few weeks. So.
Oh, yeah. Oregon's got a good test this week.
They do.
Yeah, I'll go over the AP poll now, the one everybody cares about. As always, interrupt me when necessary. Number 1, Oregon. They move up one spot.
I'm okay with that.
They're undefeated.
They started off
rough,
slow, and then they've got it in gear the last couple weeks, man.
It's hard to argue. Georgia moves up 3 spots to number 2 after beating Texas.
Yeah.
Penn State stays at number 3. Ohio State at number 4.
Like those Big Ten teams suddenly.
Yep.
Yep. Number 5, Texas. They dropped down 4 spots. Which top 5 team the only wins they have are over Akron, Western Michigan, Marshall, unranked Michigan State, and unranked Iowa.
That would be Ohio State.
That'd be Ohio State. Any other team in the country that had wins over just Akron, Western Michigan, Marshall, Michigan State, and Iowa would not be a top 5
They wouldn't be
team.
ranked in the top 25.
They certainly have some tougher games coming up on their schedule. So if they can stay one loss, then we'll talk. But I don't see it happening, boys.
You seen what happened when they played a real team.
Yep.
I say real team, but a better team. Let's say that.
6, you've got Miami. 7, Tennessee. Tennessee moves up 4 spots after beating Alabama. 8, LSU. They stay the same. Clemson moves up 1 spot to 9, and then Iowa State drops a spot to 10.
Didn't Iowa State win?
They did. They're 7-0.
Why are they dropping?
I'm not sure. BYU moved up 2 spots to number 11. Notre Dame stays at 12. Indiana moves up 3 spots to number 13.
That's a good team right there.
Better,
I still hate Notre Dame being right there. They're going to find a way to make it in the daggum playoffs, man. And it's going to be the same thing. They're going to get throttled.
Texas A&M stays at 14. Alabama dropped 8 spots after losing to our Vawls to number 15.
Couldn't happen to a better team.
16, Kansas State. They move up 1 spot. Boise drops 2 spots. Ole Miss is at 18. Pitt is 6-0. Is at 19. Illinois is 6-1 at number 20.
You know, Pitt's 8. Would you say 6-0?
Yeah, they're 6-0.
Since first time since 1982, since Dan Marino was their quarterback.
Okay. 21, Missouri. They dropped 2 spots. Who'd they beat?
Missouri.
They come back and won.
I don't remember who they played. It didn't matter.
22 SMU, 23 Army, 24 Navy, and 25 the Commodores of Vanderbilt.
Good old Vanderbilt.
They finally ranked them.
Let's hit some Dylan Sampson talk. Dylan Sampson has been added to the Maxwell Award watch list. This is awarded to the College Football Player of the Year.
Man, just give that man every piece of trophy or whatever award you can find that goes to a running back. Just give it to him. The dude deserves it. He has carried us the entire season.
Dylan Sampson was also awarded SEC Offensive Player of the Week. Dylan Sampson is currently number 7 in the Heisman polls. They're weeks behind, but he's there. Sampson has scored in every game this season. He scored multiple times in all games except for 1.
Is that the game he only played like quarter and a half?
Probably. He's now 1 touchdown away from tying the single season record, 2 away from breaking the single season school record for touchdowns. And we're only 7 games in, by the way. He's 7 touchdowns away from the all-time touchdown record for UT as well. Dylan also leads the SEC in rushing touchdowns with 17, and that's not even close. He also leads the SEC in rushing yards with 838 through 7 games.
It's 150 more than number 2.
Yep, sure is.
Getting to some Cooper Mays talk. Cooper Mays has been awarded SEC Offensive Lineman of the Week. That is 3 or 4 times now that Cooper has got this award.
Hopefully 3 or 4 more times coming.
Yes, dude is a beast. He is the anchor of that offensive line. If we didn't have him this year, man, we'd be in huge trouble.
And as I've said back on Dylan Sampson, as I've said on this show the past couple of weeks, it's about time that he gets some national recognition for his production. It's been off the charts. We're blessed to have him.
Will Brooks, the walk-on safety who made the game-winning interception, a touchdown-saving shoestring tackle, and many more big plays, had the highest grade on the entire team, according to Pro Football Focus.
Will Brooks may be the heart and soul of this defense. There's no more deserving young man than to see him get rewarded with this effort. You know, he's a true Vawl for life.
Give the man a scholarship.
I hope he's got a scholarship. If he doesn't have a scholarship, somebody's got some good NIL money for him.
Oh, yeah,
sure.
He's getting paid regardless, but somebody needs to give that man a scholarship or a lot of money.
Will Brooks also got the Burlsworth Walk-On Award of the Week.
Well deserved.
Very well deserved. Brew McCoy has been named a semifinalist for the Jason Witten Man of the Year Award. So he started off as a preseason type thing, and now he's moved his way up to midseason.
Brew does a lot of community work, and he's just a great kid, a great athlete, but a great kid as well.
It's a big honor just to be mentioned for that award. So
yes.
Nico Iamaleava has advanced to midseason Davey O'Brien Award watch list as well.
He's this close.
It is
to
this
clicking.
close.
Coach Josh Heupel was named the Dodd Trophy Coach of the Week this week.
Deserved.
As he should be.
Let's go over this Tennessee defense right now and where they rank nationally. Hard stops, they rank first. Yards per play, second. Rushing defense, second. Third down defense, 3rd. Scoring defense, 4th. Tackles for loss, 3rd. Red zone defense, 6th. Total defense, 4th.
There's no denying any longer this defense is elite 100%. Tim Banks is about to head to the bank, no pun intended, this offseason. I just hope we can find a way to keep him because whatever it takes.
Give him a blank check and buy him whatever he wants, whatever house he wants. If he wants Heupel's house, give it to him. Heupel and get another one. I'm telling you, man, we got to keep this dude.
Yeah, this defense has forced more turnovers so far this year in 7 games than they've allowed touchdowns. They've allowed 8 touchdowns. They've forced 11 turnovers.
That's a crazy stat right there.
It really is, man. Like he said earlier, they're elite. You know, Rodney Garner challenged his defensive line this week and said, "Y'all aren't at that elite level. Y'all are great, but y'all aren't that elite level." And he challenged them, and they answered the bell on that one.
Yeah, Tennessee's only allowed 3 30-plus yard plays all season long. This is also first in the country as well. Alabama's last 4 drives, they had a total of 3 yards.
3 yards on 4 drives. That is getting it done in the clutch. I question Josh Heupel's decision to kick a field goal there with about a minute and a half to go and give Bama another chance on offense. That question didn't last but just one play. It's just incredible how well this defense is playing, and especially played this week without their leading tackler, Keenan Peely. We did it without Peely.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
and his
next man
backup,
up.
Jeremiah or is that his name, Jeremiah?
Yeah, it is.
T-Lander. He had a pretty good game as well. He's flying all over the place. He's pretty good. He's a good kid. I mean, he's an athlete.
Yeah, through 7 games, this Tennessee defense has held all opponents under 20 points. The last time this was done was in 1969.
I was wrong last week when I said Tennessee was the only team that had held all their opponents to under 20 points because Texas was also one. Well, Texas no longer can say that. So Tennessee is the only Division I school that's held every opponent to under 20 points this season.
Yeah, that's what happens when you actually play somebody, Texas.
Yep. Welcome to the SEC, Texas, finally.
Let's continue with some more defensive talk here. James Pierce Jr. averages 23.3% pressure rate when pass rushing. He has the highest pass rush rating in the entire country.
It was like a switch that he turned on, what was it, week of Florida? He just turned it on, man, and it was Arkansas he turned it on. And that thing's been on ever since.
Yep.
There's no one better in the country than him.
It's the numbers we expected to see early in the season, but they're now when we need it. I absolutely love it. Just keep it going.
Yeah, basically every four dropbacks, he's going to get back there, 1 out of 4. So,
and when you throw it 45 times a game like Bama did, you're going to hit a lot.
He stays back there.
Yeah.
Tennessee has beaten Alabama and Florida 4 times since Josh Heupel became the head coach at Tennessee. Since Philip Fulmer, the era before Josh Heupel. You got Lane Kiffin for a year, Derek Dooley, Butch Jones, Jeremy Pruitt. Tennessee was 1-27 versus Florida and Alabama. We as a fan base, I think, fail to realize sometimes how grateful we are for the change, how grateful we are to have Josh Heupel.
Yeah, I said it a couple of weeks ago, man. People was calling for Heupel already and all this and that, and he's lost his touch, blah, 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 blah. Shut up. Guys, we got a coach now that is going to take us somewhere, and just let him do it. Let him work.
Vawls need to be reminded just how far we've come in just a few short seasons. Listen, I got a crazy stat for you. This is this crazy stat. Did you know Josh Heupel has more wins against Alabama than Kirby Smart and Lane Kiffin combined?
No.
Yep.
I thought Kirby had 2 as well.
He has 1.
Yeah, Kirby's just got 1.
Josh Heupel has 2.
Wow.
Tennessee will host Kentucky at either 7:30 or 7:45 next Saturday. Again, unofficially official, but it's going to be dark mode for the Vols.
It is dark mode time.
We'll be there with our piped-in noise and everything else.
Yep.
Some recruiting news. Tennessee landed 4-star, 6'5", 335-pound offensive lineman Brandon Anderson from the state of Georgia, class of 2026 commit. He committed first thing Sunday morning. after visiting Neyland Stadium.
Yeah, we talked about storming the field, and a lot of people was upset about that. But this kid was one of the first ones immediately on the field after that game Saturday night, along with about 30,000 others. But it's a massive get for Tennessee at a major position of need, a big offensive lineman.
You know, we've got a lot of offensive linemen in the last, 7 days. That's a big position of need, like you said, and I'm glad we're getting them.
4-star blue chip linebacker Jaden Harmon has announced that he's not entertaining any more offers and for recruiters to leave him alone. He's all Vawl. He announced that after the win in Neyland Stadium.
Again,
After being in that stadium, if you're a recruit, man, if you want to go anywhere else, there is something wrong with you.
we have all the facilities, we have the fans, we have the coaching, we have the program right now. He shut down his recruitment. No more calls for him, so all Vawl.
Yep.
Bring some friends.
Let's talk some more commitment here. On Monday, Tyson Bacon, 6'4", 240-pound defensive lineman from Hoover, Alabama, class of 2026. 3-star right now. We look for that to change, but Rodney Garner knows what he wants, and he gets what he wants. He's been after Tyson for a long time. And, of course, Tyson was there after the win in Neyland Stadium, and he told Josh Heupel, that he was coming to Tennessee after the game.
Man, the name itself, Tyson Bacon. It sounds like a defensive lineman.
It does.
Give me some bacon.
Rodney Garner knows what he's doing. Like you said, he might be a 3-star now, but by this time next year he'll be a 4-star. And when he gets here, Garner's going to get him right.
Yep. Like you said, we're continuing to build for the future. He'll probably be a 4-star headed to his senior year of high school. So Rodney Garner and all the Tennessee Vols recruiters getting it done on the recruiting trail. So
Absolutely.
keep it coming.
Now let's continue the recruitment talk, but switch it around to Tony Vitello's base Vawls. Hometown kid from Oak Ridge, Michael Teasley, has committed to the Vawls. Also shutting down all recruitment and recruiters, saying he is 110% all Vawl.
Man, it's nice to be in everything school now. Basketball, men's and women's. Baseball, just coming off a natty. Football teams, 6-1. Just beat our 2 biggest rivals. Man, it's great to be a Vawl right now.
Yeah, it's a hometown kid staying in East Tennessee. We also met several future Tennessee baseballs this past weekend during our sailgate there on Stephen Hensley.
I think he was one of them.
Yeah, Stephen Hensley's boat. Hunter Inslee was there with his new transfer. It's Gavin Klein, who hit .330 last season for LSU. So he was having a blast in Knoxville.
Oh, yes, he was.
Today, basketball is 13 days away. Super excited about our basketball team this year. Totally different roster for Rick Barnes.
13 days. Vol Daddy, they have an exhibition game this Sunday at 3 p.m. against Indiana. Tickets are available on Ticketmaster.
Cheap plug.
Yeah, Ticketmaster don't sponsor us.
Yeah.
Eric Berry has been named and added to the 2024 SEC Football Weekend of Champions. This happens at the College Football Hall of Fame, December 6th and 7th in Atlanta. The group will also be recognized before the SEC Championship game. You never know. We might be there to see Eric get recognized.
That'd be
Well,
awesome.
let's hope.
Hit a fun fact before we get into the comment section again. A big orange fact for you. When both Tennessee and Alabama are ranked in the top 15, Tennessee has won the last 6 out of 7. Just love that stat.
I love that.
Just love it. They want to talk about how many that we've won in the last however many years, but when Tennessee's actually relevant, it don't work out that way.
Man, this series has always been streaky. You look at it.
It is. It's very streaky.
In the 90s, we won, 9 out of 10?
Yeah, it was 10 in a row or something like that.
Yeah, and then 2000s, I think they won a few, and then we won a few, and then Nick Saban got hired, and it was 16 years of misery.
All right, I want to thank my friend Amy Maxwell with Tennessee Trends. Amy specializes in both junior and women's clothing. Her game day clothing is amazing. Clothing, shoes, and accessories. Go check her stuff out at Hound Dogs Knoxville. You can't miss it. If you want your kids to stand out and look great, if you want to stand out and look great and not have the same outfit, same shirt on as every other woman inside of Neyland Stadium, you need to check out Tennessee Trends. Check her out on Facebook or inside of Hound Dogs. Amy's an awesome person. Support her, support small business, and buy local. Let's hit the comment box real quick. Ryan Jackson says Josh is telling the truth.
I try to speak nothing but the truth, buddy.
We got a hey brother from a guy who took a picture with us this past weekend in Anderson County.
Let's see. Football and volleyball too, Philip says. Yeah, volleyball's looking really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
They are.
I mentioned football.
Peyton says, was he a 4-star before he committed? Probably.
Can't
Marty
forget
Allen Cox says, go Vols. Hope you got your giveaway winner, Marty.
Also, can't forget about softball being in the top 10 again, too.
Yeah,
So,
softball
it's
stays
everything,
there.
yeah.
They stay there. Robert says, I hope the nega Vols around us in the OO section that called for Hypo and Nico replacement are watching. Grown men, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's
We
nigga balls
got
everywhere, but
a couple in our section, but
We got some excitement for the dark mode. Marty says he got it. Good deal. Good deal. Foster Jones has found y'all out here in California. Go Big Orange. We appreciate that very much. I always like looking at the map to see where all of our listeners come from. It's pretty crazy. Some of the areas that listen.
yeah, California,
Got-
man, that's crazy.
got a good friend on here, Josh Burnett. He's a huge Ice Bears supporter. He's got an Ice Bears tattoo, but he watched the game on his phone in Evansville before the Ice Bears game. They even had the Evansville, Indiana fans talking about watching the game, so it was all over the country. You know, what was it, 14.7 million viewers?
Yeah, something like that.
It was a lot.
10.7, 14. So I don't
14.7, I believe it was.
Let's switch it over to TikTok for a minute. You all get the back scenes.
We still love you, TikTok.
They won't let us stream the actual show here like we do have it up on YouTube and Facebook. We got Josh from Sparta, Tennessee, listening to us. We appreciate it very much. Greg says, you're doing good, boys. Keep it up. We appreciate it, Greg.
Appreciate it.
Austin says, thoughts on Cade Klubnik and the Clemson Tigers. Turned it around from game one.
Yeah.
They're doing it without the transfer portal, I will say that.
Yeah,
Or NIL.
they refused to. Yeah, they refused to hit that transfer portal. That's for sure. Big Hunt says, "Go Dogs! See y'all in a few weeks. I'm glad you all beat Texas. They needed a good welcome moment, and you all gave them one.
Yeah.
But it will be fun in Athens. Let's go over some offensive stats for last week's game versus Alabama. Tennessee ran the ball as a team for 214 yards on 43 carries. That's right at 5 yards per carry. Tennessee also had 2 touchdowns. Dylan Sampson, 26 carries, 139 yards. That's 5.3 yards per carry, 2 touchdowns. Nico ran the ball 9 times for 44 yards. That's 4.9 yards per carry. Deshaun Bishop, 5 carries for 36 yards. That's 7.2 yards per carry. He got screwed too on the option play on the holding. So he should have more yards than that. Mm-hmm. I want to throw in there too that Dylan Sampson did fumble, but that's his first ever lost fumble in his college career. 282 carries.
It's going to happen, man. Yeah. He takes care of the ball religiously. It was just a good play by the defense.
First time on 282 carries. Cam Seldon had 1 rush for 1 yard. Overall thoughts on Tennessee's rushing offense?
You can't say enough good things about Dylan Sampson, especially in that second half. He was unstoppable. Mm-hmm. He yards after contact, he always falls forward. You notice that? No matter where you hit him at, he's going to get an extra 2 yards just by falling forward.
You know who that reminds me of back in the early 2000s?
Who's it remind you of?
Eddie George.
Eddie George always falls forward. I agree with you.
Always falling forward.
He powered through Alabama's defensive line. The first half wasn't horrible other than that costly fumble on the first drive. But as you said, Valdaddy, that's his first career fumble. So, and it was a good defensive play.
They stood him up and stripped it.
Yeah, he was getting extra yards. He spun around, and the Alabama defender just reached in there and got it. So it happens. He made up for it big time in the second half.
Yes, he did.
But Bishop had a few key carries as well, and it appeared his pass protection was better this week. I noticed Bishop blocking some more, so
Yeah.
that was something we need to see improve.
Man, the run game's always there for us every week. But Dylan Sampson, it was a tale of two halves for him. He had a monster second half. I think he had 100 and something yards in the second half. They kind of balled him up in the first half, minus the 1 or 2 carries. But Bishop, he averaged 7 yards a carry, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, 7.2.
Yeah, he's going to be good too, man. We're set up okay at running back for the next foreseeable future, and them blocking, like you said, it looked a lot better this week.
Mm-hmm. I did go ahead and grade the running backs as an A- just for the fumble alone.
I gave him an A.
Yeah, I went with A- as well from the fumble. No hate, just being honest.
Nope.
But running backs were great. I loved when we started running it off the tackles too.
Oh, yeah.
Bama stopped it for a little while, but we finally got our way. Tennessee through the air. 14 completions from Nico with 28 attempts, 194 yards, 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown. That's 81.2 QBR. Gaston Moore, 0 for 1, 1 interception.
Called it.
3 total interceptions from our quarterbacks. Thoughts and grade the quarterbacks.
Man, the stats don't show it, but I think we got to see a little bit what Nico can do in the second half. That throw to Thornton on the sideline was just perfection, man. You could not have went over and handed him the ball any better. When Nico starts running a little bit, it opens up the offense. And I think that's what this offense has been missing because, in 22, Hooker, he would take off and run. It was like a deer running, man. Nico's been a little hesitant. But this past week he ran the ball pretty well, and it opened our offense up. We could run outside the tackles. We got to be able to throw the ball a little bit, and I think moving forward you're going to see a lot more runs by Nico.
Yeah, Nico continued to struggle with the deep ball throughout the entire contest, but something seemed to finally click with him after that little injury scare. He went down for an injury. We all gasped, oh no, what's wrong with Nico? Gaston Moore comes in. I said he's going to throw it deep. He threw it deep. It was intercepted. But he come right back out as a different quarterback. Adjustments were made at halftime, and the throw he made to Thornton, like you said, was one that very few quarterbacks can make. He done it on the run, and it was beautiful.
I think Nico's better on the run.
Yeah. He ran the ball well. He scrambled for that huge first down late in the third quarter. I'm being critical due to the bad interceptions, and I'm giving them a B-, but it's so close to breaking out. Yeah. It's so close to being good. They can just get on the same page just a little bit better.
I gave him a B. Nico had that one bad, horrible throw that he should have just stuck in his pocket. But other than that, man, you done enough to win the game. And that's where I'm going to give you a B, and I'm not going to be too hard on that one interception.
Second half was great, minus the interception. I do believe he was trying to if you go back and watch it, it kind of looks like to me he was trying to throw the ball away, but his arm got hit.
I think so, too. I think it's one touchdown.
I think you're right.
But some bright spots in the first half, but still 3 total interceptions from our quarterbacks. Got to connect on the deep balls early. It's a totally different ball game if we do so. I'm going with a C for quarterbacks, but we're close.
It was only 2 interceptions.
Nico threw 2. Correct?
No, I think he only threw 1.
Well, we'll go back and look.
We'll go back and look. All right, I got 2 down, though. Let's see. First half C, second half A, Justin says. Phillips says he did overthrow a few times, but threw dimes. B threw dimes, the receiver missed.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we had a couple that hit him in the hands and he just dropped. But nothing egregious.
Nico only threw 1 interception.
Okay, that's my fault then. We got a bunch of people talking about Nico. When he got hit, that could have been a changing moment.
It could have.
Let's see. Almost like the Joe Burrow moment, Maddox says.
Oh, yeah. Everybody remembers that.
I mean, literally.
Let's see. Robert says, watching it live, Nico played better after he got hurt.
Yeah.
He did.
That's exactly what
Megan says we could have skipped the Gaston Moore stat.
Poor kid.
I told Josh sitting here beside me, we sit together at the games. I said, Gaston Moore's going to come in here and throw one deep right here. It's 3rd and 9. He's going to go deep. I didn't expect him to go deep in double coverage to the Alabama player, but that's what he done.
I think that was one of them things where Heupel said, "Hey, it's 3rd and long here. See if we can pin them deep. Just throw it deep." Was it one of those punt pass things?
Yeah, it almost got returned for a touchdown.
Yeah.
Peyton says, I love the orange out, but what do y'all think about a white out? I think Neyland would go insane.
It would.
It would be cool. I don't want to copy Penn State.
Yeah, Penn State does it.
Yeah. But
we're orange guys. Orange is us.
Yeah.
Dylan says, big fan of you guys. Appreciate the show. Went to my 3rd ever game. Big dream of mine, seeing us beat Bama in person. What an experience. I'll be back for UTEP.
Welcome back then. Come on anytime.
Appreciate it very, very much. Listen, he had a heck of a game, orange and white game a couple years ago, and I got excited, but really blessed Gaston's heart. Yeah, he looks really good in the orange and white games. He knows the offense probably better than anybody.
He's been with Heupel for 5-6 years. So
I mean, that's a tough situation to walk into right there.
Yeah, and I'm sure he was told to throw it deep. Like Josh said, it's probably had it not been returned, it'd just been like a punt. So
yeah,
take that chance. It is what it is.
Tyler says Alabama fans still making excuses on the loss.
Oh, of course they are.
Always.
But yes, they're blaming the referees.
Always. Let's switch over to TikTok. 3.5 thousand likes on TikTok.
Keep them coming, Tiki-Taki.
Keep them coming in. Again, you all get the backstage. We appreciate it very, very much. Big Hunt says everybody needs to remember Nico's young, unlimited potential. He says there's not many freshmen lighting it up. There's not. If you look at college football, most of the top teams have veteran quarterbacks right now. So that's a very good point. Chad says, "Where's Spanky?"
Spanky has strep throat,
and we told him
to stay away.
Yeah, it's weird. Edith's not here too, though.
It's kind of weird. Well, Edith said last week that was her last week. She retired, so we'll see.
We shall see.
We need to see who schedule got changed at work and find out who that is.
Yeah.
Walter says if we're doing dark mode for Kentucky, I think they should do total dark mode and have fans do black also.
I don't know if I like that. I do.
Most do. Most will wear black, but
yeah.
I think the stadium kind of looks smaller if everybody goes black too, especially at night.
Yeah.
Let's get into the receivers now. Brew McCoy, 6 catches, 80 yards. Dante Thornton, 3 catches, 70 yards. Chris Brazel, 2 catches, 27 yards and a touchdown. Ethan Davis, 2 catches for 12 yards. Holden Stays, 1 catch for 5 yards. Longest pass was 55-yard. Beautiful bomb to Dante Thornton.
It was.
What are your thoughts and overall grade on the receiving corps?
Our receivers didn't look bad, man. Brew had a nice game. He had lots of targets. He was more the short. Here's the ball. Go get 4 or 5 yards. But that, like you said, that bomb to Thornton, man, that's a throw that I'll remember for a long time.
Oh yeah, they were open the whole game. Squirrel dropped a long pass, but he's hurting. Yeah. He's hurting bad. He landed and it was funny again. The effort was there. I know we're playing a little banged up, but our receivers continue to be productive. Brazel's game-winning touchdown was just beautiful. I gave our receivers an A-. Loved what we saw.
I give them a B, just because we did have a couple drops.
Yeah, I've got a B plus. Drops early, but some wasn't perfect passes either. But man, the way I was coached, if it hits your hands, you got to catch it. Drive killers early on are rough, obviously. Nico needs to be more accurate as well, but on the other hand, we made some great catches. The bomb to Dante was great, and the catch by Chris Brazel in the end zone was great as well. But if we can get them early wrinkles ironed out, baby, we're gonna be bad at the bone in the first half.
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are.
One of our listeners here has brought up a good stat. In 7 starts, this is Philip Fisher. In 7 starts, Nico Iamaleava has beaten Oklahoma, Florida, and Alabama.
Yep.
That's a win in my book too.
Yep. We'll take that every
7
day.
career starts.
All right, what are your thoughts on the Tennessee offensive line and grade the offensive line?
best performance they've had all year to a team not named Kent State. I think Lance Hurd looked 10 times better than what he's looked all year. They all had passing grades, man. Cooper Mays, like I said earlier, he's an anchor. He holds it down for us, but the rest of the offensive line looked really well.
Yeah, what a difference a week makes. I don't know what was said in the locker rooms or during practice this week, but our offensive line, as Josh just said, played their best game of the season against Alabama. I have no complaints. Nico was sacked a few times. That's going to happen in any big SEC game. So, a good defense is going to get through every now and then. But the effort was there. The plays were there. They blocked. We created holes for the run game. We protected Nico for the most part. I've given our offensive line a solid A, and I can't believe I'm saying that this week.
I'm going to give them a B+. They still could have done better.
Yeah, I'm going with a B. But much better. They did give up 3 sacks, only 4 tackles for loss. The second half, again, was much better than the first, but they have to keep improving. We have to get much better before we travel to Athens, Georgia.
Absolutely.
In a couple of weeks, that's for sure. All right, let's hit the Tennessee defense. Tennessee gave up 314 total yards on defense, 75 rushing, which is very, very good. 239 passing yards. Alabama was 3 for 14 on third down. They were 1 for 2 on fourth down. Gave up 17 total points. Again, haven't given up 20 or more points all year long. We've already went all over the defense earlier in the show, but on Alabama's last 4 drives, a total of 3 yards of offense.
Crazy.
Jalen Milroe, 14 carries for 11 yards.
That is insane. Because he was averaging, 70 yards a game on the ground?
I'm not sure what he was averaging.
He's not averaging it now.
But he's not averaging that now. He threw 2 interceptions, 65.3 QBR. Again, Jalen Milroe, 14 carries for 11 total yards. Jamal McCoy with a beautiful one-handed snag interception. Will Brooks, perfect read, game-ending interception. Tennessee sacked Milroe 3 times, and they had 9 tackles for loss. Will Brooks led the way, 8 tackles, 1 tackle for loss, and an interception. Gerard McCoy followed, 8 tackles, a half a tackle for loss, and an interception. Arion Carter, 6 tackles. Dominic Bailey, 4 tackles, 1 sack, 1.5 tackles for loss. Caleb Perry, 4 tackles and a sack. Jeremiah Thielander, 4 tackles, half a tackle for loss, half a sack. James Pierce Jr., 3 tackles, 1.5 sacks, 1.5 tackles for loss, and a lot of pressure. Jackson Moy, 2 tackles and a sack. Jacoby Thomas, 2 tackles and 1.5 sacks. That's who led the way for the Tennessee defense.
Man, Jackson Moy, that's a name. That's not a household name yet, but that dude he has brought it this year, and he has come into the middle of that defensive line, and he has wreaked havoc. This defense they're legit. But another stat for you in the Bama game. On third down, Alabama was 3 for 14, and on fourth down they was 1 for 2. Man, this defense gets off the field when they're supposed to. That's what makes them so good.
It is. It's an elite, dominant, shutdown defense. We had Milrose running for his life the whole game. We had Milrose so out of sorts, his dad was cussing people out in the stands. So that's how
his dad was mad.
We had Milrose on tilt so bad his dad was on tilt. So yeah, love it. Love what we've seen from our defense. We can put this offense together like we know it can be. Tennessee's going to be hard to beat.
Very hard.
Rate the Tennessee defensive line.
Yeah, A+.
We shut down Milrose. It's A++.
Defensive backs.
A.
Hey, Ricky Williams looked like a 17-year-old kid matched up against a grown man in McCoy this week.
Yeah, Jamal McCoy, he locked him up.
The interception in the end zone will go down in Tennessee Vawls history. A+++.
Mm-hmm.
I got an A for defensive backs as well. 2 interceptions. Stepped up when needed to. What about the linebackers?
I gave them an A, man. I thought Arion Carter and Thielander had a pretty good game. I mean, they done their job, and that's all you can ask of them.
Again, anytime Milrose had a chance, he was stopped. 11 yards on 14 carries. I'm so impressed with quarterback contained. They stopped Bama repeatedly. A+.
I'm going with the B for the linebackers.
All right.
He's harder on the linebacker.
He is.
Yeah, I had to be better on some of the inside run. And when I know we're dealing with some serious speed, but got to be a little bit better around the hashes. Yeah. But a great game considering we don't have Keenan Peely. Mm-hmm. Tennessee on special teams. There was no punt returns. One kick return for 18 yards. Max Gilbert was 1 for 3.
His worst
from
game
field
of the
goals,
season.
Long of 41. But he was 3 for 3 on extra point. Jackson Ross, 4 punts, 187 yards. That's 46.8 yards per punt. 2 of them were inside the 20, and one of them was a real beauty.
Mm-hmm.
Late in the game, too.
It's hard to knock a place kicker because they have a hard job. He hit the one that mattered, but he missed 2 before it. I'm gonna go B on special teams just for his 2 misses.
Yeah, I went B as well. You can't put all of it on the kicker. 50-plus yarders are like a coin flip at best. The first one was really good. It was just off to the right just a little bit. Mm-hmm. He made the 41-yarder at the end of the game. Coverage on punts was excellent. And Jackson Ross, once again, put Alabama deep within their own 5-yard line within the last few minutes of the game. And just field position, guys. It's been ours.
Jackson Ross is a weapon.
Yeah. Still haven't seen that fake yet, but I'm going with B+.
Yeah. It's coming.
Yeah, I've got B just because the missed field goals hurt. But they were long. They were long field goals. Max is very good, but also very young. The punting was really good.
Yeah, he's just a freshman too, ain't he?
Yeah, I think he's a redshirt freshman, I believe. But let's hit the comment section, then we'll go over General Neyland's maxims. Maddox says Jackson Ross is legit. Coach Ryan Jackson says place kickers have a hard time. Clay says, where'd I get the hat? I don't remember. I bought it like 2-3 years ago.
I know. I need one like it.
I apologize. Jesse says Bama didn't convert a 3rd down after the first quarter.
Wow, that's interesting.
Really?
Yeah.
Justin says love us on 4th and short this year. Yeah, there's not a better defense on 4th down this year.
Hey, Mark
Don't go
Avery.
for it on 4th down.
Jesse says Williams is the first 17-year-old to get beat in Neyland. Yep.
How old is he? I think he's 17,
I
ain't he?
think he's 17.
He couldn't smoke a cigar in Neyland Stadium. We know that much.
Let's roll over to TikTok. 4.1 thousand likes on TikTok. Brandon says, go Dogs, good luck in November. It's going to be a showdown. Hopefully we can get our offense in the first half figured out. Joey says, I thought the dude was wearing a UK gear at first. Go Cats.
Oh,
I think he's talking to you there, Blue Daddy.
You, Josh. For you TikTok guys, Josh over here is defensive line coach for Wartburg Central High School. They wear blue and white. So he had football practice right before he come here.
Nick says, what do y'all think on what Kentucky game will look like?
Whole lot like it did in 22.
Yep. I think our offense finds it, and I think we run away with it early.
We appreciate the likes and the love on TikTok. Y'all get the behind the scenes. Hit that button for us. Get us over 5,000.
Peyton said that Ryan Williams' parents had to sign a permission slip for him to travel with the team.
I think he wanted to stay. He's wearing those. He's got those orange fingernails today.
He's got orange fingernails now. So now let's go over General Neyland's game maxims. We'll go over each one, agree or disagree if that maxim has been reached. The team that makes the fewest mistakes will win.
Yep.
Both teams made mistakes. The difference is we kept our composure, especially in the 4th quarter. So, yes.
Yeah, very close. I'll give it to them, though. Our coaching staff definitely made fewer mistakes. Play 4, make the breaks. When one comes your way, score.
I think yes. I mean, we had that pick. I don't think we scored off that interception, did we?
No.
We didn't. But
I'm going to go – I put no there.
It was close. I mean, it's –
the thing is, our defense made the breaks for us.
Yeah.
And we did score in that second half thanks to our defense shutting them down.
Yes.
If at first the game or breaks go against you, don't let up. Put on more steam.
Absolutely.
100%.
Look at the first half compared to the second half.
First half wasn't our best offense. We didn't let up. We came out and played Tennessee football that second half. 24 points.
Yeah, no doubt. Third straight game not scoring a single point in the first half. I missed 2 field goals, overcame turnovers, found a way to win. Protect our kickers, our quarterback, our lead, and our ball game.
I'm going to give them a half a check on this. Nico got hit a few times. Protected the kicker, but the lead, when we got it, we protected it. But I'm still going to go half check here.
Yeah, we did a solid job of this. The game was back and forth for a time, but in the end, in that last 7 minutes, we protected our lead unlike anything I've seen us do.
Yep.
Ball, Oski cover, block, cut, slice, pursue, and gang tackle. For this is the winning edge.
Yes.
Yeah. We've not complained about our tackling all season.
No. We gang tackle.
We gang tackle. We flock to the ball. Coverage has been good. It's not been an issue. Our defensive backs look good again.
Press the kicking game. Here's where the breaks are made. So-so.
The Jackson Ross punt, though.
So-so. Carry the fight to our opponent and keep it there for 60 minutes.
Defensively, we did. Offensively, we struggled in that first half, but I'm going to go yes.
Yep, the entire game. Smoke them if you got them.
Yep, fought the entire game. So many past teams would have just quit. I mean, even if you go back to the 2022 game, when you hit the fumble late, Alabama was up. We still didn't quit then. So this just totally different mindset from these. The coaches that just translates the coaching staff or the players. It's
culture,
awesome.
man. It's culture.
Everybody just wants to be there. They want to play. They don't give up. So. Also, our second half adjustments are awesome.
Yes, they are.
They're great. We are live on both Facebook and TikTok. We'll upload the live video on our YouTube channel after the show. Also, the audio version will be uploaded wherever you prefer to get your podcast. You can rewatch on Facebook as well. We look forward to hearing from all of our live listeners. Speaking of that, let's go ahead and check the comments on all platforms. Jesse says, Heupel has more wins against Bama than Kirby and Kiffin combined. Yeah, we talked about that earlier. Josh says, need to have Nico throwing deep balls all day until the next game. He gets the deep ball accuracy problem, or he gets the deep ball accuracy, and we are a problem.
Yep.
I agree.
We kept throwing it, though.
Maddox says, Heupel called a fantastic game. He did. We just got to execute. Roscoe says, you guys do a great job with your podcast. I really enjoy hearing all the stats and stories.
Thank you, Captain Bird.
Yeah, he's a buddy of ours. Good guy.
Brock says, offense hits full stride going into Athens. I hope you're right.
I hope they hit full stride going into Kentucky. I'm not worried about Athens right now.
Maddox says, tell us where Mike Matthews is.
I'm not
sure.
Man.
I'm not I'm not sure. It don't make any sense. I know that. I'm not sure if it's a practice problem. I know he did get banged up, but I mean he's supposed to be fine. I'm not sure. I don't think anybody's sure. All the stuff I read and everything I listen to, nobody really has an answer. Conlon says our defense is the best in the SEC, and we have the best running back in the country.
Absolutely.
We're a contender.
We absolutely are.
I like it, Conlon.
No denying it now.
Nope.
Foster says Tim Banks' scheme has been incredible.
It really has, man. You look at, they show him during the game up in the press box or whatever, and dude is just intensity.
Laser focused.
And that's what it takes to win big ball games like that,
Big Hunt on TikTok says if Tennessee, this is a Georgia fan, if Tennessee can figure out their offense with that defense, they can beat anybody.
Including you all.
Yep.
Ginger Mike, my bad.
Ginger milk.
Sorry.
Don't know if that sounds good or not there.
He says Spooky Rocky Top is the best.
Hell, we couldn't hear it from where we were sitting. That's how loud it was in England. Without top-10 crowd noise.
Elijah says, what do you think about Texas? I think horns down. Mm-hmm. Adventures with Ruppert says, throw the checkbook at Tim Banks. Mm-hmm. It's going to take a lot to keep him. Thank you, Hound Dogs Knoxville, for sponsoring our podcast. This locally owned and operated Tennessee sports store is your go-to hometown store for all of your Tennessee needs, whether it be clothing, hats, accessories for your car, boat, office, tailgate, pets, or your kids. they have what you need at Hound Dogs. Check them out at hdknoxville.com. We'll be right back, y'all. We have a lot to do, a lot to discuss, giveaways to do, Lady Vawls tickets to give away. Share this out to your friends. We appreciate it very, very much. We'll be right back. Hey, what's up, y'all? It's the Vawl Daddy. I want to give a big shout out to the Fairview Union. Great musicians, local people. Chad's from my hometown. They were gracious enough to let us use their music for our podcast. Make sure you check them out. They're huge Tennessee fans. You won't be disappointed. Let's hear them play.
Man, you won't believe that roar when the boys find the checkerboard. The big orange is back. It's a fact. Volunteers, where you at? Get loud, staying proud. Send a message to the crowd. Y'all better get used to the fact the big orange is back on track. Coach Hyper, where you at? Getting it done, having fun. Power T #1. Y'all better get used to the fact the big orange is back.
Freedom Motors is the local pre-owned car dealer who does more for you than any other dealer around. You want convenience? You can check out their entire line of vehicles online at freedommotorstn.com. And when you find what you like, they'll bring the vehicle right to your door. That's a dealer who cares about you and your time. Shop Freedom Motors today, and let's get you in your new ride.
Keep freedom rolling. Keep freedom rolling. Keep freedom rolling on down the line.
All right, and we are back. Make sure to check us out on all podcast platforms, wherever you prefer to listen. We're going to be there. Our audio versions are very, very popular. We get to do it without any fees, thanks to our sponsors. We want to give a big shout out to 865 Exterior Solutions. These guys can do it all: roofing, siding, framing, decks, windows, doors. Matt Cole and Chandler Kite can handle any project you can throw at them. I know one thing, it's damn near impossible to find people who want to work these days. If you do find them, getting them to show up is a whole new ballgame. Call 865 Exterior Solutions and check them out on Facebook. The number to call is 865-399-3547 or 865-292-1772. Who's your MVP for last week's game versus Alabama?
Jamal McCoy. That dude locked up. He had one job. That was to not let Ryan Williams win that game for Alabama, and he done it. And he locked him up. You know, Ryan Williams, he's an athlete. He's going to have yardage, but he never let him get the big one. You know what I mean? So
You could go the entire defense, but I'm going with Will freaking Brooks. Not only for the interception to seal the game, but he saved a touchdown on Alabama's first drive with that miraculous shoestring effort tackle of Milrose. If he doesn't make that tackle, it's a completely different ball game.
Yep.
That was on that third down and one in that first Alabama drive. He reaches out and somehow trips up Milrose. And Milrose was already by him. Mm-hmm. He was by him and he was gone.
Got him by the laces.
He was disruptive in the backfield throughout the entire game. Will Brooks is a star, and I love it.
Mm-hmm. Give the man a scholarship.
Yeah, I have Will Brooks too, but to change it up, I'm going to go Dylan Sampson.
It is till it ain't, like I said last week.
Pick Dylan Sampson every week.
Yep. That's the backbone.
I mean, he's won us the game for the last 3 weeks. So, I mean,
that's the backbone. Tony says, good evening. Finally made it. Thanks for joining. Thomas says Brooks was all over the field. It seemed like he was always near the ball. Mm-hmm. Peyton says that was a game-changer tackle.
Mm-hmm.
It was.
100%.
It was. Maddox says was kind of hoping Spanky would be here to sing Dixieland a lot. I'm sure if you got in his DMs, he would probably do it for a small fee or maybe probably free.
I think he sells feet pics on the side too. So
you don't want to see Spanky's feet.
He's probably got an OnlyFans, if I was guessing.
Probably.
He can sing to you on there.
Are you his only fan?
No, I don't have that, buddy. Gregory says on TikTok, when they go to Georgia, they need to take some Tennessee soil. We're going to burn the hedges.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Hunter says, are you guys from McMinnville? Nope. We are north. We are north. 4.1 thousand likes still on TikTok. Get us over 5,000 TikTok.
I'm on TikTok.
Let's go start, bench, cut.
Let's do it.
Which college football game are you looking forward to most this week? Number 5, Texas, and number 25, Vanderbilt. Number 8, LSU, and number 14, Texas A&M. Or number 21, Missouri, and number 15, Alabama.
I'm gonna start LSU at A&M. That's the top 2 teams in the SEC right now. Somebody's coming away with a loss, and they're gonna be tied with the other 10 one-loss SEC schools for second place. I'm gonna bench Texas at Vandy. I'm kind of excited to see that game, see if Vandy can pull off another one. I'm gonna cut Missouri at Bama because I couldn't care less.
Yeah, that's the right order. I'm starting LSU at Texas A&M. You know, I want to see Texas A&M beat LSU, and then Texas to beat Texas A&M, just for all kinds of craziness to happen.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to bench Texas at Vanderbilt because that's still a relevant game, because Missouri and Alabama is not a relevant game any longer. So I'm cutting that one.
Nope.
Game doesn't matter.
Spur, do me a favor. Fix TikTok for us.
Try to fix TikTok.
We'll go into the. I'll give my answer. We're going to the next one. I'm gonna start Texas at Vanderbilt. I'm not gonna lie. Something tells me Vandy's about to get killed, but this just intrigues me big time. I'm gonna bench LSU at Texas A&M. I think it's gonna be a great game, and then I'm gonna cut Missouri at Alabama. Anxious to see how Alabama responds to the loss to Tennessee.
It could snowball quickly for Bama. It really could. Missouri's not a pushover anymore, man. You know, as much as I hate to say it, they can score on you. They can score on people. They got a good quarterback.
Even got a food question on here for Spanky, and he's not here.
Well, it's all right. I'll fill in. I like food too, buddy.
Then I threw a dual question for wrestling in there for Spanky, and he's not here.
Wrestling.
Number 2, tomorrow is National Food Day. Start, bench, cut these foods: hot dog, hamburger, pizza.
Man, anybody that knows me knows I'm a pizza guy. I love pizza. So I'm going to start it, and I love a good cheeseburger too. So I'm gonna bench it. I can go with or without hot dogs. So I do like the smoky dog, so I ain't going to lie.
Struggling, Spur?
Yep, come over here and start this thing, all Daddy. I don't know a thing about TikTok.
I'm going to start pizza. I love pizza. I'm going to bench hot dogs. And I'm cutting the hamburger.
What?
I'm cutting the hamburger. I'm going to go start TikTok back. You go ahead and read it, Spur.
Yeah, I'm starting a good old-fashioned cheeseburger. Nothing like a good juicy cheeseburger on a grill. I put a little garlic powder on it. I put some Nature's Best seasoning on it. Might even add a little bit of bacon and mayonnaise. That's my start. I'm cutting the pepperoni pizza. It's my favorite. And believe it or not, yeah, I'm benching the pizza. And believe it or not, I'm cutting this hot dog.
Well, I tell you what I do. I put in my hamburger when I'm mixing everything together. A little A1. Throw some A1 in there, man.
Yeah, I do A1 in my burger some.
So good, so good.
We need to have a burger contest.
We really do.
Can we do that, Vawl Daddy? A burger contest right here? We'll all three make our best burger and see who's the best.
Everybody's going to vote for themselves.
Yeah.
If you want to lose.
No, I ain't gonna lose.
Come on
not
now.
that one.
Start, bench, cut these animated shows: King of the Hill, Family Guy, South Park.
Man, this was a tough one because
It is a tough one.
you know, we grew up watching these shows. But the best one, the one I quote all the time, I'm going to start King of the Hill. You know, just the longevity of that show, it went on for years. South Park is still on today. When we was little kids, just, you know, quoting it and whatever. My favorite character off of South Park is Chef, though. I love Chef. And then I'm going to cut Family Guy just because simply you have to cut one here. And I love Family Guy, but
I start South Park. South Park is so politically incorrect, it's correct.
Yep.
They don't care who they offend. It don't matter what you believe in or what you don't believe in. South Park's going to offend you, and I love it. It cracks me up. They get my start. I'm benching Family Guy. Peter Griffin is awesome. He cracks me up again. And I'm cutting King of the Hill.
what?
Yeah, I cut King of the Hill. It's not my favorite.
Wow.
Spanky says he eats 3 cheeseburgers before every. We can tell.
We know, Spanky. We know.
He came to the Sunbright Wartburg game last week, and he before the game started, he said he had to go get me a couple cheeseburgers over here at the concession stand. I'm like, all right, buddy.
I think that's why he coaches. It's for the free food.
Well, I think he
Walter
had
says he'll come judge the burger contest.
Bring it on.
I'm going to start King of the Hill. As a kid, this was just always on TV for me.
Yep.
I'm going to bench South Park. I've not really watched a whole lot of full episodes, but the clips are hilarious.
Hilarious, man.
I'm going to have to cut Family Guy. Austin says he's starting South Park, benching King of the Hill, and cutting Family Guy.
I blame Canada.
Maddox says SpongeBob is better than any of those 3. Ryan Jackson says Family Guy, South Park, King of the Hill.
The only thing SpongeBob done better than any of those 3 episodes was the Sweet Victory song.
We've got a R.I.P. Chef.
Yeah, Chef died years
We've
ago.
got a World
Kenny.
Ain't Been the Same since Chef died.
Kenny dies every episode.
All right. Start bench cut. The top 3 teams in the AP poll right now. Oregon, Georgia, Penn State.
This was hard. I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna start Oregon. They picked it up in the last little bit. Kind of on fire a little bit actually. They're ranked number 1 for a reason. I'm gonna bench Penn State. Man, they keep winning. It might be sloppy, but they're winning. They play defensive ball, and they play sloppy on offense. Kind of reminds me of somebody else. I'm gonna cut Georgia. I think Georgia's got another loss in their season. I don't know when it's going to come, but it's coming.
I think Georgia's got another loss in their season as well. However, I think Georgia's the best of these 3 teams. I start Georgia. I'm going to bench Oregon. I'm cutting Penn State. Simple as that.
Yeah, you got it right, Spur. I'm starting Georgia. I know they lost to Bama, but they would beat Oregon or Penn State.
Agreed.
Beat them handily. Yeah.
Especially the way they're playing right now. The way Kirby gets them fired up, crazy motivated, man. Out there chasing parked cars. It's just insane. I'm going to bench Penn State. I hope Franklin don't decide to get conservative during these big games like he usually does. And I'm going to cut Oregon. Great team, though.
Yep.
Oregon's a great team. Start bench cut. These NFL teams right now. The Bills, the Lions, the Ravens.
If you asked me this question 2 weeks ago, my answer would have been the Bills for a start. But after the last couple weeks, man, it's Detroit. The Lions are on fire. They absolutely smacked Dallas. I'm gonna bench the Bills. Josh Allen, they beat our Titans last week, but who hasn't? I'm gonna cut the Ravens because I know they're gonna choke. That's just what they do.
Not so fast there, Mr. Josh. The Lions got a big win against undefeated Minnesota this week. The Lions are going to get my start. But the hottest team in the NFL right now is the Baltimore Ravens. They are crushing it right now. They've won 4 in a row. They dominated again this week over Tampa Bay. So the Baltimore Ravens are getting my bench, and I'm cutting the Buffalo Bills. I don't believe in them again.
That's how I feel about Baltimore, man. They can run the gauntlet through the season and win 6 in a row, 7 in a row, whatever.
But it says as of right now.
As of right now, but I don't trust them. They're going to choke.
I'm going to start the Lions. Ravens are the most talented, but the team and the bond with the Lions is just crazy. I'm going to bench the Ravens. I think the Derrick Henry addition is pretty much unstoppable as long as they can stay healthy. And I love the Bills, but they're still too inconsistent, so I'm going to have to cut the Bills.
Man, what world are we living in that we're sitting here talking about the Lions being the best team in the NFL?
I mean, y'all know I don't have an NFL team.
Right.
I've not had one in a long time, and I go back and forth. The Bills have been there a bunch for me, but they always let their fans down, and as a Tennessee fan, I cannot endure any more added heartbreak. But if I had to pick a team, I think it would be the Lions, but I'm just not that type.
It's the Hendon Hooker thing.
I'm just not that type to just jump on the bandwagons. I try to just watch the NFL and enjoy it instead of having to stress about having a team.
Yeah.
Well, don't be a Titans fan.
Yeah, don't.
I've done went down that alley as a kid, and I'll never.
It's almost comical now.
I've been a Titans fan since they was the Oilers, man.
Yeah.
We had some, good teams there in late 90s, early 2000s, but, whenever UT had Derek Dooley and all them, man, they were both hot garbage except for one year here and there that Tennessee would win 10 games, the Titans would win 10 games or 11 games. Mm-hmm. But it's just heartbreak all over again.
Jesse says they want an O.J. Simpson Bills jersey.
The juice.
Robert says go Detroit. Ryan Jackson says F the Ravens, so bench them. Start lines, cut Bills.
Ryan Jackson's a Steelers fan, so he's going to stay that about the Ravens.
Yeah.
Taylor says how we feeling about Tennessee at Mississippi State. Mississippi State comes to Tennessee.
They're a homecoming game.
Yeah, homecoming game, November 9th. Hey, speaking of which,
and we play Kentucky before.
We haven't done something yet, Vol Daddy. We got a big W to put up here.
Yeah, here you go, Josh. Put a big dub by that Bama right there. Make it real big and nice for the ones watching. Denny says Lions coach, definitely a player coach. Yeah, Campbell is the man.
That looks much better now.
You should make it big and do.
Looks good. Looks good on there. Let's throw over to TikTok real quick. Tennessee Scott says, when I go Vawls deep.
I love it.
Only way to do it is the right way.
Mm-hmm.
You'll see in a few minutes with my punishment video.
Elgato says, I saw A.J. McCarron this morning. He's definitely a Karen.
Yeah. He is. Claiming we're popping in music as well. Or sound.
He's an
crowd
idiot.
noise. Yeah.
Always has been.
We got some Arkansas fans.
He can go to XFL. Hey, I did see someone that was back at the game this Saturday. Jarrett Garantano was on the sidelines.
I did see that.
Was he?
Yeah, he was there, and he was dressed all in Tennessee. Got a warm ovation. Yeah, I was glad to see Jarrett Garantano.
I didn't see him.
I still love to see what he had if he had any kind of coaching behind him.
Or an offensive line.
Yeah.
I still remember that Alabama game at Neyland a few years ago,
Yeah.
man, when he just got murdered.
And then fumbled on the 1 yard line.
That was at Alabama, though.
Struggling, Spur. We hit the ad.
Yeah, I got us. You know, we want to say thank you to our friend Amy Maxwell with Tennessee Trends. Amy specializes in both junior and women's clothing. Her game day clothing is amazing. Clothing, shoes, and accessories. Football season is here. It's not too late. Go check out all of her stuff at Hound Dogs in Knoxville. You can't miss it. If you want your kids to stand out and look great, and not have the same shirt on as every other women inside the Neyland Stadium, you need to check out Tennessee Trends line. Check out Tennessee Trends inside of Hound Dogs Knoxville or on her Facebook page. Amy is awesome. Support her, support small business, and buy local. Again, it's Amy Maxwell at Tennessee Trends. I've checked out some of her stuff. I'm looking for some Christmas gifts, so go to Hound Dogs and check them out. Hey, guys, it's time to play one word. The rules of one word are simple. Luke or myself is going to give a name, an item, a thing, and we're going to say the first thing that comes to our mind when you hear it. Are you guys ready? I'm just going to take over for you, Val Daddy.
Go ahead, but I need it. I don't know why I can't.
All right. One word when it comes to mind. The Carolina Panthers.
Terrible.
I'm going to go poverty.
I put sorry.
Yeah.
The New York Giants.
Brady, because he can never beat them.
That's good. I'm going to go irrelevant.
I went also sorry. All right. Might as well just for it. Let's go to Alabama Crimson Tide again.
Cigar.
Excuses.
Losers. The Kardashians.
Why? Why?
I'm going to go tranny.
I just went indifferent. I don't really care.
I seen that on here. I was like, why are we doing this?
Jim Carrey.
Teeth. Because he's all teeth.
I'm going to go Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Ace Ventura? Yeah. Spur didn't even get that.
That's more than one word.
Yeah.
No, that's all one word.
That's all one word?
That's all one word. I'll go Lloyd.
All right. I went liberal.
He's from Dumb and Dumber. Spur didn't even get that either.
Yeah, I got
Lloyd
that.
Christmas.
I got that for sure.
Yep.
I went liberal. He's very liberal.
This is out, damn.
Glenn Jacobs, a.k.a. Kane.
Fire.
Fire's a good one. I had flames. I'm going to go mask.
Governor.
Ooh.
Hint, hint.
Uh-huh.
Kelsey Ballerini.
Knoxville.
Let's go Outer Banks.
I went hometown, so Josh and I was on the same page there.
Mm-hmm.
Justin Timberlake.
In sync.
God damn you.
I had that one.
We all had in sync.
Yeah.
Sexy Back. Is
Yeah.
that 2 words?
I could say sexy back.
Memphis. He's from Memphis.
Easy.
I started to go Memphis.
I said in sync as well. Reggie White.
Minister.
I'm going to go Icon.
Yeah, and I went inspiration. So, Morgan Freeman.
Freckles.
Freckle. Really? That's what
Freckles.
you... Oh, my God. I'm going to go Voice.
I said voice.
I was going to go voice.
I went
but was
voice,
like,
yeah.
Freckles.
I went voice as well. Boo Carter.
Freshman. Like, I can't believe he's just a freshman.
I'm going to go Alpha.
I went freak. So, that's how we do one word right there, guys. So, one word for all that. You know, Freedom Motors, LLC is owned and operated by Chris Looper. Top-notch pre-owned car dealership located at 7765 Vanderbilt Pike in Knoxville. Freedom Motors will do more for you to get the deal done than any other dealership around. If you want convenience, you can check out their entire inventory online at freedommotorstn.com. Once you pick the vehicle that is right for you, they can even deliver the vehicle right to your door. Again, check out Freedom Motors today and keep freedom rolling. Check out this comment box. All right, we got a lot of the one words here, so they're kind of hard to keep up with. I hear Jesse Cooper said Samsonite on somebody.
Samsonite's a good one.
It is.
That would be Dumb and Dumber.
It would be.
He don't watch a whole lot of movies, though. He don't get it.
Stanley says black and orange checker kneeling against Kentucky. Nah.
I'm not a fan of the black and orange checkered.
We got a blackout kneeling from Charles on TikTok.
Jesse Cooper wants to know is having a goatee a requirement to be on this show.
Yes.
Mine's usually a lot more down than this.
Philip Fisher says, hey, thank y'all for everything. I really appreciate everything you do. Thank you, VFL.
Denny Scott says the line coach is definitely a player's coach. We agree with that for sure. And Maddox said she'd rather watch cricket than any Titans game in the last 10 years. I can't disagree with that any.
All right, you want to hit the commercial break?
Yeah, let's go ahead and hit commercial there, Val Daddy. See if you can catch your breath there.
All right, we'll be right back.
Checkerboard, check the score. We gonna be on top. We're all ball, bring it on down to Neyland Stadium. 100,000 can't get louder. Gators come and get your song. Yeah, we'll be singing our song. We're all ball, bring it on. We're all ball, bring it on. The Vol Navy's getting crazy on the Tennessee. We're tailgating, just waiting for that power tee. We're all ball, bring it on down to Neyland Stadium. 100,000 can't get louder. Bama, come and get your song. Yeah, we'll be singing that song. We're all ball, bring it on. Bring it on. Butch and crew coming through, got this thing on lock.
All right, we are back. Still a lot to do for tonight's episode of the Vawls Deep Podcast. We have over-under coming up next, then the duel. We need all of our listeners for that. We need your votes. Mm-hmm. After that, we'll be into our college football pick'ems for a chance at a $25 gift card, courtesy of Hound Dogs, and some pretty cool stuff from the Vawl Navy. Stick around for that as well. Also, one of us are going to have to dip our hand into the cup of misfortune. Spur, go ahead, buddy.
Well, let's find out back where he was at again there. Luke's struggling tonight, so we're gonna help him out here. You know. At that, we'll be getting into our college football pick'ems for a chance to win a $25 gift card, courtesy of Hound Dogs, and some other pretty cool stuff from the Vawl Navy. Stick around, and we'll tell you all about that. Also, one of us, like Vawl Daddy was saying, is going to dip our hand into the cup of misfortune. We're going to play my punishment from this past week. You certainly don't want to miss that because it is quite funny. And we're going to give away some Buddy Vawls tickets to their first game. So stick around. Someone's going to win some Buddy Vawls tickets. Hound Dogs is locally owned and operated right in the heart of West Knoxville. They have the largest selection of youth clothing and tons of the checkerboard overalls that we all wear, stacked in all sizes. They carry a huge variety of brands like Vawl Navy, our great sponsor, Tennessee Trends that Amy Maxwell owns, Vintage UT, 865 Life, Old 10, and many other small brands. Check Hound Dogs out in person at 9250 Kingston Pike or online at hdknoxville.com. They're also set up every week at the Loco Drive-In on game days. That's a huge event. If you've never been to the Loco Drive-In, if you can't make it to Neyland Stadium, go check them out and certainly stop by the Hound Dogs tent and buy some game day gear. Again, it's Hound Dogs of Knoxville. Valdez, we don't have an over-under segment this week because we don't play.
That's right.
So we're going to skip right along into that. So it's about time for the duel.
No, it's
Nope.
What's your biggest positive coming out of the win versus Alabama?
I got some questions in here.
Our biggest positive?
What's our biggest positive coming out of the win of Alabama?
Yep.
Our offensive line. They played like a brand new unit. They played really well. Nico did get hit a couple of times. I think Alabama brought some blitz, and I think they just brought more than what we had to block. But overall, I couldn't be happier.
My biggest positive is we found a way to win a game when we wasn't playing our best in the first half, and we come out in that second half on fire and looked like a completely different team on offense. The crowd won that game for us. I truly believe that we had a hand in that. Mm-hmm. The noise, the non-pumped-in crowd noise was tremendous. It was just a fun night all the way around. It was a great night to be a Vawl. A lot of people was upset that we stormed the field. I don't care. It was another great moment. We tore the goalpost down. They stayed inside the stadium. Recruits were there. We would come out with new recruits this week. It was just a great night all the way around.
Yeah, pulled out the win. So much negative went our way. The turnovers early, 2 missed field goals, injuries, penalties, but we never stopped fighting. We never quit. We believed. We wanted it more, and our coaching staff honestly kicked their ass.
Mm-hmm.
So, reverse the question. What's our biggest negative about the Tennessee-Alabama game? I'm just going to say it. First half offensive efficiency. You know, we've got to find a way to start out quicker. We're known as a high-powered offense, and the last 3 games we've been shut out in the first half, all 3 games. So we had to find a way to score early in the game.
And it's not like we're having trouble moving the ball because we're moving the ball. We're just making key mistakes when we get close. Samson's fumble, which is very unlikely. You know, the week before it was Nico's fumble. We're moving the ball in the first half. We just can't score.
No doubt for me, the first half offensive struggles. 0 points in the first half, the last 3 games. But I'm super excited and grateful we correct it. But we have to fix this before Athens. The plays are there early. We're just breaking ourselves.
Yeah, how concerned are we with that offense performance in the first half? How concerned are you, Josh?
To be honest, after the way we played in the second half, I think we found something. And I think we go more towards what we done in the second half. We just got to take care of the ball more. I'm not very concerned at all.
I'll tell you what. I feel sorry for Kentucky coming into Neyland Stadium in 2 weeks because
It's time to exercise.
it's
some
time
demons.
to exercise some demons, and I think Kentucky's going to be a victim of that. So yeah, you got to be concerned, but at the same time, this team's 6-1 right now, and as someone pointed out earlier, Nico Iamaleava has played 7 games as a Vawl, and he's already beat Oklahoma, Florida, and Alabama. So pretty happy with where we are right now.
That's pretty good numbers right there, buddy.
Yeah, I'm concerned, but like I said, for 2 weeks now, we're so close, man. We're so close to connecting back-to-back games where we're driving and we fumble on the first drive. Multiple games that we miss on passes that are touchdowns. But when it clicks, Tennessee, in my opinion, will be the best team in all of college football.
Yep, before we hit the duel, we want to thank our sponsor, 865 Exterior Solutions. Matt Cole and Chandler Cott are the guys to call. Local business, local people, and no better people to support. You can call Matt at 865-399-3547 or call Chandler at 865-292-1772 for any of your project needs. Roofing, siding, framing, decks, windows, they can do it all. Free estimates and they're fully insured. Check them out on Facebook, 865 Exterior Solutions. You'll not regret giving Matt and Chandler your business. And I bet they're doing a lot of business over in East Tennessee and North Carolina right now. So thank them for the hard work they've been putting in here lately.
Absolutely.
Walter says, I need a shot of something, Hunter. I need something. I apologize. Our views dropped dramatically when I went on a big coughing spree. So I just can't help it. I don't.
Well, it's cool. We're going to play the duel.
Dry, boys.
We're going to play the duel, and Luke, you don't have to play this, Valdaddy. So
That's true.
Josh and myself are going to battle it out over 5 tough questions. I think there's 6 tough questions tonight for this belt that I currently hold. So
Coming back home with me.
let us know in the comments who you're voting for. I got to get the paper ready.
this is listener voted, so your comments, cast who you want to vote for as the winner of the duel. Josh is looking at my answers right now. So, all right, question number 1.
I can take it, Spur.
You got it? Okay.
Yeah. Question 1. If Tennessee were to make the playoffs and we had to go on the road, what road trip, what stadium, what environment would you want to experience?
Go ahead, champ.
I want to travel, and I think this is a bucket list trip for me. I want to go to Penn State. I want to see the whiteout up there at Penn State. The stadium's awesome. Their tradition is tremendous. That place rocks, just like Neyland Stadium. I feel like the stadium up there at Penn State is a whole lot like Neyland Stadium. I think the crowd's really into it. I think it'd be a great atmosphere. It'd be cold, that's for sure. But the tradition and everything surrounding them, I think it'd make for a great game and a great matchup.
You talk about wanting to travel, man, and Penn State's a bucket list thing for me as well. But just to be different, I'm gonna go Provo, Utah, BYU, and that place it's a beautiful setting. The team's really, really good this year. We were supposed to go there, back in 2020, I think it was, and then COVID kind of ruined that. But I just think going to Provo. I like our chances better going to Provo than I do Penn State.
Just be honest. You want 4 or 5 wives to yourself, don't you?
No, I know. I'm good on that. I don't need all that, but I think Provo would be fun.
Fair enough.
All right. Question 2. Today is National Horror Movie Day. Name the best scary movie.
Why don't you take this one first, Josh?
Man, this was hard. I don't watch a whole lot of scary movies. I went with the Conjuring series. All the Conjuring movies, man. They just kept getting better and better as they went along. They got scarier and scarier too, man. If you want to go with the classics, you got Freddy and Jason and all that. But I'm gonna go with the Conjuring. They had the jump scare effect and all that. And, that's what a good scary movie's supposed to do.
I went with something recent. I went with Annabelle. Because I can't stand
series.
It is part of the Conjuring series. I can't stand dolls. Something about freaky dolls just don't do it for me. And I'm a lot like Josh. I don't watch a lot of movies. I'm a sports guy, so movies really don't do a whole lot for me. Yeah, I'll go with Annabelle.
So you're just going to agree with me?
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, just say it.
Yeah. To be quite honest with you, I didn't know that Annabelle was a Conjuring movie, so
Yep.
take that for what I
It's
know
a
about.
spinoff. Yeah.
Question 3. What is Tennessee's best uniform combination?
Man, the answer is always going to be the same to this question. It is the classic orange and white, period. It's the two color. You look at it and you immediately know that's Tennessee. Pantone 151, baby.
Yep.
And if anybody says anything else other than that, they need to get their head checked.
That's the correct answer. That is the best and most classic uniform combination. The old school classic orange jerseys, white pants, white helmet with a power tee on it. However, just to change it up, my personal favorite is this year's smoky gray with the Tennessee across it. I love the jersey. It just looked fantastic with the black pants. It's my personal favorite, but just for all-time great classics, you can't beat the home orange and white.
Man, it's a beautiful jersey. A close second to me would be just the creamsicles, man. The all orange. And I know Vawl Daddy wants that orange helmet so bad he can taste
does.
it.
Really bad.
I'm very curious to see dark mode jerseys this year because we've not seen them yet.
No,
We've not seen them.
they've not showed them to us yet.
Oh, they're going to be the same.
You think so?
Yeah, they'll be the same.
I like the Condors Holloways, man. But I mean, we ain't seen those since Eric Angel's here.
Yeah, I like them a lot too. As long as they're the white, I didn't like the smoky gray version that much.
I didn't either.
All right, question 4. This is supposed to be a hat tip to Spanky, but he's faking. He's calling in hooky with Edith. If WWE were real, who would be the best fighter of all time?
You know, I kind of feel outnumbered on this panel over here. 'cause
Yeah,
these two guys.
You are definitely screwing this question because I know the right answer. So, but go ahead. I'll let you go first because I'm going with someone that nobody's going to know. So you're going to be all right.
Man, the two people that I watched in the 90s growing up, there was two people. And that was Stone Cold and that was The Undertaker. Everybody that, is anybody knows who Undertaker and Stone Cold are. Between those two, I'm going to go with The Undertaker. The dude was huge. He could strike with the best of them. He's just a scary individual. You wrap that biker chain around his hand and go to town on it.
I'm going to give you some insider information here. The guy that no one in the locker room wanted to ever mess with or get pissed off at or did not want to, make man in the ring was a guy named Haku. In WCW, he was known as Ming. He was a Samoan, and by golly, if he wanted to hurt you, he would hurt you and hurt you in a hurry. So Haku was the most dangerous WWE wrestler of all time.
Well, see, nobody knows who that is. So
That's what I told you. Nobody knows who that is.
vote for me if you want to, understand.
We got a Stone Cold, but
Look, Ryan Jackson just said Haku.
Brock Lesnar, though.
That's another wrestler, though. Buddy.
Yeah, he knows.
I mean, I'm outnumbered here.
Brock Lesnar is a solid pick.
Brock Lesnar would be a good one. Brock Lesnar could wrestle.
He fought in MMA.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying.
You can also go Ken Shamrock.
Yes. He that's a bad man right there.
We got a Bret Hart. We got a Hawk Tua.
Hawk Tua.
I knew someone would say Hawk Tua.
Trying not to
Hey, just so you
laugh
know,
and call.
the Iron Sheik was the original Hawk Tua. Smell that thing.
Got a Dusty, maybe. No Goldbergs. I'm disappointed. No Goldbergs.
Man,
no,
Goldberg
was for sure.
overrated.
Oh,
He was a
whatever.
cheap. He was a wish version of Stone Cold.
Shit. He killed Stone Cold. We got a Hulk Hogan. Austin Swint says the Spank.
Boo.
Of course he would.
Miranda says however you spell Batista.
Well,
Batista.
But
hey, Miranda, Bautista's voting for Kamala
Yeah,
Harris.
Megan says Goldberg. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Question 5. We got a Dustin Road or the Road Warriors.
Robin Sheldon
Warriors
said
was good
Sabu. Sabu was a bad man.
Yeah, he was. All right, enough wrestling talk.
Yeah.
All right. Question 5. There's no right or wrong here. Only who can give the best answer. What is your response to Alabama radio accusing Tennessee of pumping fake crowd noise?
It's the absolute dumbest thing I've ever heard. At least Eli Gold, the prior Alabama radio host or radio caller, whatever, would take the loss with class. myself and Spur after the game probably high-fived, 2,000 people?
At least.
At least. All of which were hoarse. That was the loudest I've ever heard that place. My throat still hurts, and I know Vawl Daddy's does. I know Spurs does. Just take the L and go back to Bama.
Yeah. I got a question for you, Alabama radio guy. Is that the same excuse you had when Vanderbilt beat you?
Popping in crowd noise?
Yep.
You got to have a crowd for that, though.
You know, what sucks the most is their color commentator guy is a UT graduate, and he loves the Vawls. So if you go back and watch some of the videos of that game and him sitting there in that Alabama gear, I could see him. He's wanting so bad for Tennessee to win.
Maybe we need to hire him.
Yeah, we need to bring him back to Knoxville because he seems to be pretty good. He was biting his tongue the whole time. I could tell deep down he was happy to see Tennessee win. But come on, guys, come up with something better than we're popping in crowd noise. And as Josh said, it rivals anything I've ever heard in Neyland Stadium. I truly believe it was louder this year than it was in 22. It was a different style game. It was a defensive game.
Yeah, the defense. We're always loud on defense. We try to quiet it down a little bit on offense, but 22 was an offensive game. We got a lot of clapping in, but our voices heard it this week.
And really, that celebration of Will Brooks's interception.
Oh my Lord, man!
We sit in PP, which is the very top corner. PP. And we could literally feel the stadium shaking. It was awesome.
Yeah, you could feel it like bouncing a little bit. Yep. It was kind of sketchy. I'm not gonna lie.
All right, let us know in the comments, in your opinion, who is going to win the duel. I'm throwing a bonus question in there. Question 6. Do you have a problem with Tennessee rushing the field and tearing down the goalpost after beating Alabama this time?
Absolutely not. The first time we done it was the first game we'd beat Alabama in, 16 years, 15 years, something like that. This one right here, all it done was re-cement the rivalry because we've now won 2 out of 3. And I have no problem doing that. They was ranked higher than we were. We were the underdogs at home in front of 102,000 people wearing orange. I have zero problem with it. The recruits are the ones that started it. If the recruits want to go with it, by God, we're going with them.
Randy Boyd said himself he would pay for it every single time we done it when we beat Bama. So I have no problem with us rushing the field. And we waited. We didn't. It wasn't the storm the field like we done in 22. We waited till most of Alabama's players were off the field, and there was no incidents on the field other than people tearing up the field. That part I have a problem with. If you're going to rush the field and storm the field, don't tear up the field. Tear the goalpost down all you want. We can put those back. But I hate seeing our end zones and our 50-yard line decimated because people brought shovels out there and dug up grass. That part bothers me a little bit.
Yeah.
Otherwise, go out there and have some fun. Smoke your cigars. Get a memory that'll last a lifetime. I seen Omar Norman Lott with a 6-year-old child on his shoulders. A picture of that. That child's going to remember that moment for the rest of their lives.
Games like Saturday are what make Vawl fans.
Yeah. Yeah, what makes a true Vawl for life. Yep. And as we were saying earlier, there were several recruits that was there that was one of the first ones out there on that field. So live it up, enjoy the ride while it lasts, because we've seen some dark days in Knoxville. Those days are long gone right now, and I love it.
Yep.
Yeah, Chris Brazel, he was putting his helmet on every single kid that he could find and letting them. I also got to light his cigar, by the way. So I wish somebody would have got a picture of that.
Hey, it was fun, Vawl Daddy. We had an Alabama fan taking pictures of me and Josh lighting our cigars. So
He offered.
So our section's awesome, by the way.
It really is.
Travis says, thought we should have been cool and act like we've been there before, but I get it.
We have been there before.
Justin says, loved how we stormed the field. Everyone loved it.
I liked it so much, we had to do it twice, buddy.
Justin said, I'll carry that memory with me to the grave.
That's what it's about, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Maddox says, looked like we had a quick detach on the goalpost.
Yeah, it come down pretty easy this time.
Yeah, it went down.
Well, it wasn't covered in 20 years of rust either.
And I will say, the UT police stopped the goalpost from going out of the stadium. So that was not allowed to happen this time. So they did not end up in the river.
Yeah, they stopped. They had their tasers out. Spurs winning the duel right now. If you want Josh to win, you better get them votes in. Spur, hit us with the Freedom Motors ad, please.
All right. Freedom Motors, if you're in the market for a car, truck, SUV, a work vehicle, or work van, even a boat, look no further than Freedom Motors. Guaranteed financing, and they will give you the absolute best money for your trade-in. They can guarantee financing solely based off the relationship and reputation that they have with the local banks. The owner, Chris Looper, has been in the automotive industry for decades. He only brings in the best of the best to his lot. Go see Chris at 7765 Maynardville Pike in Knoxville, or check the Freedom Motors inventory online at freedommotorstn.com. And you know, Vawl Daddy, it's time to announce last week's winner of the football picks'em. Matt Baird, B-A-R-D, I guess it's Baird, went a perfect 10-0 for the week.
Wow.
So he's going to win that $25 gift card to Hound Dogs. I've already messaged Matt and have his address, Vawl Daddy. You should have that in your inbox. So I have sent that to you. So, Matt, congratulations. You're one of the first ones that went perfect on the week. And we have another prize from the Vawl Navy. VaulNavy.com was gracious enough to give us a $150 gift card to VaulNavy.com. And as much as it pains me to say it, a damn Florida Gators fan has won this contest. Robin Sheldon guessed the score correctly. So, Robin,
I have to win something.
yeah, Robin, you're finally a winner this year, buddy. Message me after the show. I'll get you the information on how you can get your $150 gift card to the Vawl Navy. Maybe you can buy some orange. It'll look a whole lot better than that blue you wear.
All right. And when there's a winner, that means there must be a loser. So our records for last week were Josh went 8-2. Brings his overall record to 54-31. Tied for last with me at 54-31. I went 7-3. Spur went 7-3. His overall record is 60-25. So Spur's got a 6-game lead on us, Josh. Spanky went 6-4.
Woo!
And how convenient of him to be sick tonight.
Yeah.
Spanky is 58-27. So Spanky,
We're 2 games behind
second
Spanky.
place. Yep. So Spanky, you're gonna have to draw out of the cup of misfortune. You can either do the dare, or you must donate $25 for our charity to St. Jude's Hospital. But first, Spur lost last week, or the week before last, I should say. We're gonna show you Spur's punishment right now.
It's great.
Yep.
Enjoy. TikTok, you won't get to see it right now.
It's not going to be a very long video, so you got to catch it quick.
We will post it. We'll upload it on TikTok right after the show.
This is so stupid.
Hi, I'm Spur. Welcome to Jackass.
Yep.
Vawls Deep Edition.
When I say I go all in for the Vawls, I go all in for the Vawls. So, the Mentos and Diet Coke challenge. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, Lord. Oh, he done it in slow motion?
Yeah, the slow motion made it pretty good, I think.
Oh, God.
Oh, Lord. All right.
Bless
so,
my heart, that's
Spanky,
right.
who do you want to pull the name out, Spank?
He already said me.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Lord.
I'll give it a shake. Let Spur give it a shake.
I still smell like Diet Coke.
There's worse things to smell like. You could smell like Spanky.
I could.
Spanky, this is yours, buddy.
Please make it a good one. Oh, I hope he has to eat a whole box of cereal.
Pee your pants and walk around Walmart like nothing is wrong.
Let me see that sucker. That is awesome.
Oh, Lord.
All right, Spanky. Pee your pants and walk around Walmart like nothing is wrong.
I'm about to call him.
Just getting him in pants is going to be the hard part. Oh, that'll be funny. We can soak him.
Yeah, we can do it. We can do it. I'm not volunteering to do it with you, Spanky. Forget it.
Nope.
That's all you, buddy.
I'm about to call him.
That's what you get for not being here.
I'm calling him.
Hit us with the ads, Spur.
Oh, I gotta find out where we're at.
Right before the pick'ems. Stephen Hensley.
Our sponsor, Stephen Hensley Insurance and Realty, donates $100 of every real estate closing to charities. He's already donated $8,700 the first 7 months of doing this. Some of those charities include Cofield and Wartburg Youth Sports and the Legends of Tennessee Football Camp, which we personally help put on for our small communities. He's your go-to resource for all things insurance and real estate in our area. 865-742-1672 is his direct line. Call or text him, whichever you prefer, and please let him know the Vawls Deep Podcast sends you to talk to him. Stephen's a great friend. He runs a cellgate every week. We've had a good time with him this year. So thank you to Stephen Hensley and Stephen Hensley Insurance and Realty.
Austin says, can it be shorts? No, it's got to be pants, so we can show the whole
We gotta
leg
be
being
able to
wet.
tell, yeah.
I think a lighter colored sweatpant.
Yeah, yeah, sweatpants. We'll meet you in the We'll meet you in the middle, Spanky. We'll do sweatpants.
Vol Daddy, since you're
Oh, I'm good.
You're good? Okay.
As long as it ain't like in spurts. Game 1, football pick'ems. Atlanta Falcons at Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Spanky picked the Falcons.
Spanky's calling in. Give me an answer.
No, we're good. You can comment, Spanky.
I'm also taking the Falcons. The Tampa Bay had some major injuries this week.
I'm gonna
Repeat that, Spur.
I went to Falcons. I just changed Josh's mind probably.
No, I'm gonna go Bucks.
Godwin's out. Evans is out. Give me the Falcons.
Didn't know Evans was out.
Game 2.
For the year.
Buffalo Bills at the Seahawks.
Give me Buffalo.
Yeah, give me Buffalo as well.
Spanky picks the Bengals.
Well, it's not the Bengals though.
Oh, my bad. He did. Why did he? Oh, it's the Seahawks.
Yeah, we'll have to get his pick on that here later.
Hey, Spanky, in the comment section, since Mr. Strep Throat, Buffalo Bills at the Seahawks. Give us that comment. Game 3. I've got the Bills, by the way. Love Josh Allen. Game 3, the Chicago Bears at the Washington Redskins.
Give me the Skins, baby.
Washington's not played well lately. Chicago's got a lot to play for. I'm taking Chicago.
Spanky has picked the Redskins. I'm picking the Bears. I don't think Jane Daniels is going to play.
Mm-hmm.
If not, he is banged up. So, we'll
Right.
see. Game 4, Dallas Cowboys at San Fran, the 49ers.
I'm gonna take the Niners.
Well, Brandon Ayuk's out for the season, Josh. Give me the Cowboys.
I knew that. He ain't done that anyway.
Spurs going Cowboys. Spurs the only one that picked the Cowboys. I'm going 49ers. Spanky also picked the 49ers. Let me know if Spanky comments who he's picking. Game 5, getting to some college. Number 12, Notre Dame, and number 24, Navy.
Go ahead, Spur.
It pains me to say it. I'm taking Notre Dame.
You know what? Give me Navy.
Spanky also picked Navy. God, I wanted to. I'm pulling so hard for you, Navy, but I'm going to pick Notre Dame.
Yeah, I hope I'm wrong on this one.
Game 6, number 21, Missouri, and number 15, Alabama.
This is Alabama's homecoming game. Missouri's coming in there, though, expecting to beat them. But I just don't think it's going to happen this time. Give me Alabama.
Give me Bama.
We've got Bama around the board. I want them both to lose, but Missouri fans are worse than Bama fans. I don't care what nobody says.
Yep.
And I hate Eli Dorkwitz.
Yeah.
Game 7, Nebraska at number 4, Ohio State.
You know, if this game was last week, I'd have probably took Nebraska. But after that thumping that they took,
Ugly.
give me Ohio State.
Yeah, I have to take Ohio State.
Ohio State around the board. Yeah, it was ugly, man. Glad it happened then. But Nebraska don't have enough offense. All right, game 8. Texas at Vanderbilt.
Give me Texas. I just don't think Vandy has it.
Not so fast there, Josh. Anchor down. Horns down. Give me Texas. Give me Texas.
I was really hoping you was going to go Vandy. Yeah, ESPN gives Vandy a 9.4% chance to win. I want to believe in the Magic, but I got to go Texas. So Texas around the board. Game 9, number 20 Illinois at number 1 Oregon.
It's going to be a good game.
This is a
Spanky took Oregon.
Yeah.
This is a trap game for Oregon. Illinois is a good team. Last time Oregon was ranked number 1, they lost the next week. Give me Oregon.
Yeah. It's in Oregon. They're not going to lose at home. I'm going to take Oregon. They have a lot to play for still.
Oregon as well. I think somebody is bound to go down this weekend, though. Out of some of these teams, I'm playing it playing it safe, trying to catch up.
Mm-hmm.
Game 10, number 8 LSU and number 14 Texas A&M plus the total points.
I'm going A&M with 69 total points.
Yeah. Give me Texas A&M. I think they're playing pretty good right now. I don't know.
It's going to be a shootout, man.
I'm going to think about this for a minute here. LSU just beat a pretty good Arkansas team. They beat them handily. LSU's number 8 in the country.
Spanky picked LSU 57 points, if that helps you.
I don't care what Spanky said. My gut tells me Texas A&M at home. So I'll take Texas A&M and give me, we'll go 60 points.
I've got, man, every time I get confident in LSU, they let me down.
Yep.
A&M will be rocking. It's going to be a great game. Give me Texas A&M, 59 points.
Did you put 60 as well?
No, I had 59.
Okay.
I had 59. Spur operates the Facebook page for the Pick'ems. Explain to the people how our Pick'ems go for our listeners.
Just like every week, these 10 games will be on our Vawls Deep Podcast Facebook page. Comment your choices for your winners underneath that original post only. The tiebreaker this week will be total points scored in the LSU Texas A&M game. So the winner of our Pick'ems will receive a $25 gift card from Hound Dogs and some other prizes. So go ahead and get your picks in starting tomorrow.
Josh is changing his answer, he says.
For which game?
Falcons, Bucks.
Oh, that's garbage.
Mike Evans ain't playing. I didn't know that.
Do we let him change it, Spur?
That's some garbage right there.
It's your choice.
That's the garbage. I
Your
don't
choice.
care. I don't care. Whatever.
Watch the Buccaneers win now.
God, there's some diversity. Is there any diversity in college?
There's a little bit.
A little bit. A couple of us took Navy.
There's, I think, 2 games. There's a little bit in the NFL, though. All right, before we get off here, will you all draw out of that Hard Rock Stadium Cup for our Vawl Navy, our Lady Vawl ticket winner, my bad.
Winner of some Lady Vawls tickets.
A lot of names in here.
Yeah, I think there was like 100 shares.
You want to shake it?
No, go ahead.
Lindsay and Day.
Lindsay and Day, you have won
Lindsay and
tickets to the homeowner of the Lady Vawls. So congratulations on that for sure.
Cool. I know Lindsay. Cool. Good deal. All right. Maddox says rock, paper, scissors for the pick change.
We don't even change it.
I like that idea, Maddox. All right. Thank you all for listening. I apologize for the big coughing spree, but we'll see you all next week. Every time. The winner of the duel is Spur.
Am I keeping my belt? Okay, I'll keep my belt. All right.
Nobody
He knew
on
it.
here
He
wrote
just wanted
Yeah.
me to say
We
it.
just wanted to catch you on that again before the end of the show.
Thank you all very much for listening to us, and we will
Hey,
be
Vawl Daddy, you know
streaming
what?
this very, very soon.
You know what? We still don't give a damn about the whole state of Alabama.
Not one single one.
Nope. Good night, y'all. Go Vols.
Go Vols.